shouting, and they'll be shouting. They'll be shouting over me. And before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free.
Well, the resort community is nothing new to many of us who live in the Gullah Geechee Nation. We are used to various gated communities springing up. For us, I would say this started probably in the mid to late 70s. It really just took off in earnest when Amelia Island Plantation, which we will be driving through later, established itself on what is called or known as the south end of Amelia Island. It's sort of interesting to note that if you go to Hilton Head, I've never heard anybody name the city. Is the city called Hilton Head?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a town.
Okay. The town is called Hilton Head and the resort is Hilton Head.
Hilton Head Plantation.
Okay.
Is one of them. There are multiple ones. Sea Pines is the one y'all have here and we have there.
Well, what's interesting here for us is that Amelia Island Resort or Amelia Island Plantation has sort of been used to overwhelm the name of our city, which is Fernandina Beach. And so you have to come on to Amelia Island to get to Fernandina Beach. But most people can't even, when I go other places, they can't even pronounce Fernandina because they haven't heard of it. They've heard of Amelia Island, but they haven't heard of Fernandina Beach. Now we're approaching on the right-hand side our city municipal airport, and in that direction, if you were to go out toward the water, is where Crane Island is. It's my understanding that the municipal airport property was previously owned by Gullah Geechees prior to World War II, when the government, the U.S. government, I guess through eminent domain, took the land for an airstrip.
Took it. Make it plain. Make it plain.
Right.
Every on the block.
We'll have to observe caution because sometimes these golf carts just zoom out and
beware of golf cart crossing.
Yeah.
Y'all notice the golf cart crossing sign?
Golf carts, beware.
Golf sign.
We don't usually have those. That's why that's like off the chain.
So while you're looking at the destruction myth,
Yes.
I'll tell you about American Beach, just to give you a little bit about the beach. There was a community here called Franklintown that it does not exist in its geography anymore. However, people who were raised in that community do still live here. A.L. Lewis and various people that worked with him used to go to Franklintown and be a part of their fish fries and what have you. Now, A.L. Lewis was one of the founders of the Afro-American Life Insurance Company, which was the first life insurance company in Florida, and it began as a burial society or pension bureau, because prior to its establishment, of course, our families would just gather up money as the need arose to bury our family, to lay them to rest. And he and others saw a need to establish a way that people could put money aside. And it was the first insurance company of that kind in Florida. He and I believe it was 7 other board members, after coming so often to Franklintown and realizing what a beautiful time they would have in the lovely surroundings, decided that they wanted to establish a beach community for Gullah Geechees, who were of course excluded from other beach communities, or either separated by orange rope, which was something that his great-granddaughter often illustrated by wearing an orange tie or rope around her neck. You'll see on the brochure that you have, these streets are named for various historic figures in Florida and people who were affiliated with the Afro-American Life Insurance Company. Okay, you can slow here just a little bit. When you come around this curve, there's going to be a sharp left. It's Julia Street. You're not quite there, but it'll be after that detour sign. I'm a little off sometimes with my distance, but I just didn't want you to
be going too fast, yeah.
10.
We'll get there.
Is this it right here? That left
No,
right?
no, keep going. I think. Wait, this is it. This is it. You're right, Brother Kwame. This is Julia Street.
And we passed 10 gated areas between where you started. 10. We passed 10 gated areas.
The parking lot at the right is sort of an illustration of how the resort paradigm has intruded itself upon American Beach. That parking lot is for Amelia Island Plantation employees. And you can slow here. Did you want them to stop at the community center?
Not necessarily.
Okay. This is the newly constructed community center. It's taken about, at least 15
There's
years.
nobody behind you, Brother Jim. If you could stop just so they could shoot pictures from here, that would be good.
It is intended to house the American Beach exhibit or museum, which was a vision or dream of Marvin Betch, the beach lady. Miss Geneva McGowan is the owner of the home on the left where we'll be stopping. It's trimmed in green. She's renovating this house. She's going to tell us about it. Her family roots are in Darien, Georgia, and her family, she was a part of a fishing family. She actively fished along with her dad and her brothers. Her father was Lawrence Wilson, who I believe that name also came up in St. Helena. So probably one of his ancestors perhaps was on St. Helena. And she's here to greet us. Hello. How y'all doing?
We're doing well, gal. How are you do?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Good to see you.
Come on up one more, Miss Geneva. Grab the mic right there. That way you ain't got
This is something here today.
Stand it though.
Good to see you.
Push that button on the side.
Push it on the side.
Right here.
Push the side.
Thank you, G. Tell them who you are. I can see here. Right now. Hold it.
Hold it.
Now
talk. Just talk.
My name is Geneva McGowan, and it's so good. It's a pleasure to meet you all. And I want to thank God for you all coming down this way. And it's an honor and a privilege to meet such fine people that want to do something for our country, our nation, and God bless you all. Thank you very much. And this is my home, and I would love for you all to get out and drink some lemonade and have a good time along with me.